Meeting will come to order. I call this 15th meeting of the Senate Standing Committee on Education to order, quite possibly the last meeting of this session. If you would, please silence your cell phones. No signs are allowed in the committee rooms. We're a little bit different today. We're not going to allow people to speak in opposition to or in favor of our special guest. Do any members have introductions? Senator Wise.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to welcome in the audience today someone from higher education, that being Dr. Donna Hedgepath, who's with us today. Dr. Hedgepath has served as the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Campbellsville University. He's been a very close friend of mine and my family for my years on faculty, as well as my mother with her teaching and coaching career there. Dr. Hedgepath is just announced recently as the new president of Wayland Baptist University in Plainview, Texas. She'll become the first female president in their years of service there. I think the 14th president, but the first is a female. Her husband, Pete, is also here today. He was our bass fishing coach at Campbellsville University. Anybody wanting to find some good trails and some places to go in terms of fishing tips, there's no one better than Pete. But Donna is a native of West Kentucky, but it's an honor to have her here in our presence today. Just want to make her feel welcome.
If you would please stand and be recognized. We will get right down to business today, but first we need to call the roll.
Senator Carroll.
Here.
Senator Funke Fromeyer. Senator Givens. Senator Higdon. Senator Meredith. Senator Neal. Senator Stivers. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Present.
Vice Chair Williams.
Here.
Chair West.
Here. We have a quorum duly constituted to conduct business. Our one and only item on the agenda today is the introduction of the Commissioner of Education designate, Dr. Robbie Fletcher. If you and Senator Wheeler would come forward, I'm going to read a couple things really quickly as you're getting settled in. During the 2023 regular session, the General Assembly passed Senate Bill 107, which made the Commissioner of Education position subject to Senate confirmation. The Kentucky Board of Education has nominated Dr. Robbie Fletcher to serve as the next Commissioner of Education. Now the matter turns to the Senate for consideration and confirmation. Today we have invited Dr. Fletcher to come introduce himself to the Senate Education Committee and to our members and get to know him and ask questions. As an announcement, this is a little bit different situation. We do not officially have the resolution in our committee. This is information only. We are asking questions, but we do have the resolution sponsor here with us as well. And if you would, please state your name for the record. Both of you, please proceed. And after you speak for a while, we'll ask some questions.
Senator Philip Wheeler, 31st Senate District.
Dr. Robbie Fletcher, Superintendent of Lawrence County Schools and Commissioner of Education designate.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Well, I just, before we get started, I want to thank the committee for hosting Dr. Fletcher here today. Dr. Fletcher has been a constituent and friend of mine going on for 5 years now. Since I've served as senator for the 31st District, he has served as the superintendent of Lawrence County Schools. I know many of you all on this committee are probably familiar with him to some degree. He's been very active at the Kentucky Superintendents Association. Through my personal meetings with him, I can tell you he is a man that is absolutely dedicated to children. I've witnessed that firsthand, both in his advocacy for children within his district, as well as to make sure that they have the needs of the kids in rural Kentucky met. He's a native of Martin County, which is another county that I represent, but he's taught throughout the entire state, as I think he